Welcome to Outside Food and Drink. I'm Jean.
I'm Victoria.
Today, got a fun one. 2018's The Meg, directed by John Turteltaub.
It's a good one.
Jason Statham's all over the Pacific Ocean. That's it. That's the movie. All right. Jason Statham versus a shark.
Do you just like the way his name sounds?
I love Jason Statham. I love him. He is he's just I love the man.
I'm more of a Ryan Reynolds girl, but you know.
Reynolds, what to do? Jason Statham's a real man. Anyway, okay, so we open up. We are in a deep place in the ocean. There's a submarine.
I think it says it when we start it, but you know, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's just this is where Statham is.
It's an ocean.
It's
a
an ocean,
sub.
and
there's
Jason
water
Statham
everywhere. Never knew there was this kind of an obsession.
He's just cool. I think he's a cool dude. Okay, so anyway, there's obviously something distressing is happening on this submarine, and he's there to save the day, which he mostly does.
Yes.
They ended up, this thing blows up, and there's still some people in it because he kind of closed the hatch, you know.
But it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. He tried.
Yes.
He did his best. So he claims to have seen some huge thing.
Yes.
And everybody's like, no, you were just this guy. It's actually specifically this guy, Dr. Heller. He's like, no, you were just having like the psychosis from the pressure and the air mix and everything, and you didn't actually see anything.
But he did see something on the radar.
He saw some. Yes, he's sure he saw some. But it doesn't matter. So 5 years later, flash forward to 5 years later. Okay, this is Rainn Wilson plays this guy Morris. He's not cool. Is he a James? He's not a James Cameron stand-in. But who's the guy? Oh, jeez, this is terrible. A couple years ago, the submersible that blew up. Going to see the Titanic.
Yeah.
I guess he's that type of thing. He's this rich guy who's decided he wants to explore the bottom of the ocean.
And the people he's given all this money to has a different
they're more
thought.
Yes, well, they're more he's interested in capitalizing on this monetarily. They're more interested in the science of it. But so he's working. So he's okay. We have two people, father, daughter, Zhang and Swain, and the little Ying. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's basically the father daughter team, and then the daughter has a daughter. But so Rainn Wilson comes in. Morris comes in. He's hugging everybody. He's speaking very bad Chinese.
It's very bad.
And we have this amazing underwater lab. It's got like a hospital, an ugly hospital elevator. Like not the part of the hospital where like paying patients go. This is the part of the hospital where they like this is all the biomedical waste that has to go down to.
Yes.
Yes. That's the kind of elevator this is.
This is yeah.
And Rainn Wilson's like, I gave you like $1 billion. Why am I in a cargo elevator?
He's like, something that costs this much should have a grand entryway.
Well, sure enough, when the elevator doors open, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And okay, so what they're gonna do? They have this theory. Zhang has this theory that the Mariana Trench is, as everybody knows, it's the lowest spot.
Deepest.
Well, the deepest spot in the ocean.
Yes.
The Challenger Deep in particular is the actual lowest part of that. But Zhang has a theory that that's not the bottom. What we think is the bottom is not the bottom. It's actually like a thermocline barrier, and there's an actual bottom underneath it. Like, okay, cool. All right, I'm following you.
Kind of weird.
Belief suspended.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going. Like nobody else would have found this body. People have been down there, you know. Anyway. Okay, so they had this little. I want to make a note here that none of the stuff that they are sending down. This entire underwater lab looks amazing. It would look like the very not. We will find out later. It's susceptible to like whale and fish attack, but like it looks like the first first tidal wave, first earthquake event, this thing's gone.
Yeah.
Everything is fucking glass.
Yes.
Like, everything is glass. And not even really good glass either, we find out.
I mean, I would think, build it with some kind of uranium, steel stuff.
Uranium, everybody's going to glow.
Just make it, like, really, really
There's too much glass.
indestructible. And you put a couple panes of glass up, but you have, like, backup plans if anything happens to them.
Yes, redundancy. Like, let's pretend we're in space. Would you feel fine with, like, this entire, just a glass bubble in space?
No, I just need a little window to look out of. I do not need a lot of glass.
You would not. And then these things they keep sending, these various submersibles they keep sending down. Okay, one or two of them look like they could handle a fight, a couple thousand feet. None of them look capable of actually going into Challenger Deep. Like, they look like they would just crumple like a trash can. Not to mention this thing that Swing gets into, which basically, I mean, I call it her Johnny Quest submersible.
That's a good one. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, it kind of is.
It looks like something from Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
That would not. I would not put this thing in the deep end of a swimming pool, much less under 30,000 feet of water, right? But there she goes. Okay. So anyway, we get this submarine pilot who we discover later is Jason Statham's ex. His name is Jonas. Okay, well, I'm gonna start calling him Jonas. So this pilot who we discover is Jonas's ex, but more than that, they don't say what the organization is, but my thought was what she worked. They say it's a terrorist organization. I used to save whales. I'm like, Greenpeace? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. What are we talking about here?
Okay. So they go down. She goes down. Jonas is not on the scene yet. We just last saw him 5 years ago. Nobody knows where he is right now. So she goes down into this submersible of hers. She's got a crew here. They got this guy they call the Wall. Because he's a big man.
There's a reason, yes.
Yes. And Toshi. All right, that's it, right? That's the only people.
Yeah, and Toshi's a little bitty.
Toshi's smaller than the Wall, for sure.
Yes.
So anyway, they go down there. Okay. And I was thinking about this as they're going down. I'm like, if he is right, which we find out he is. But I was thinking, if you're in this thing, okay, and somebody has told you, look, as dark and scary as the bottom is, I think there's something even deeper, and I'm sending you. I mean, like, at some point, aren't you just like, we talked about this before with these other movies, like The Descent and stuff. At some point, doesn't your reptile brain kick in and say, this is not worth the risk?
And I think just like for the other movies, I think people who chase the things like this their whole life think it is.
Okay, well, good for them.
Yeah, good for them, because I wouldn't be doing it.
Do it. I could. I mean, it's amazing because I think about like space travel versus this, and I'm like, I think I might. I go back to, what I mean, like I would be probably in a panic attack the whole time going up into space, but I can imagine, like, once I get up there and I see it, and it'd be like, this is too fucking cool.
And then you'd panic all the way back down to
Panic
Earth.
all the way back down, because once I got down, I'd be like, that was totally worth it.
Yes.
I mean, I could see with this, I'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't see any reason for going into the deep ocean.
It's fish.
I can pull up any pictures of the deep ocean that I want anywhere.
Fucked up looking fish.
I mean, they're all cool.
Giant sharks.
If I want something bad enough, I'm sure I can pay somebody to go get it for me.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but so this is like, this is my, my great fears unlocked. And so anyway, I'm like, sure, I'm thinking as they're getting closer and closer to the bottom, I'm like thinking, surely something else. It's been almost 14 billion years, obviously, not, perfectly 14 billion years, but billions of years. Something has done this before, right?
Yes.
Like, they're not the first people. I mean, and obviously they can't be, because once they get down there, there's fish all over, there's shit all over the place.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of bioluminescence, a lot of night, and it's cool, but then there's something big's coming, right? And it's coming, they can see on their little radar, something big is coming right at them.
Right at them.
Yes. They have, though, speaking of space, they have a little rover that they let out. And as they notice this big thing on the radar, they're like, well, let's just turn on more lights on this rover. I'm like, That seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
I don't know, because I always assume, like with people, the creatures that are very, very deep like that, and they never come up. What's this thing called? Is it called the blobfish or something? I think it's called a blobfish, and you always see pictures of it when it's it looks bigger than it is, but you always see pictures of it when it's somehow gotten into a fisherman's net, and it looks like a sad old man's fat head, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then, but if you actually see it where it's supposed to be, like very, very deep in the water, it just looks like a normal fucking fish. Kind of skinny almost. It's weird.
That's kind of weird, yeah.
But I always assume that just like caves, once you're down this depth, they're not coming up and down.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. They can't they don't need to see. There's no light down there. So
exactly.
But they can see well enough. They see all these lights lighting up. They go get it.
I think it might hurt. Like the species that live down there might hurt their eyes because it's something so bright and they're not used to that.
My thing is but they've been down there for however many millions of years. Their eyes, do they even function anymore?
Oh, that's true.
So if they even have eyes, they might have just completely, evolved out of eyes, at least some of them. Maybe. I would think that sound would be more of an issue.
Yeah.
Or the vibrations of things.
Yeah.
But no, not in this movie. It's the light that does it. This is not the movie to start saying, "Hey, that's not very scientific."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. So they get rammed by this huge thing. As I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, you've gotten rammed by a huge thing, and it's coming back. Why
Shouldn't
are
you
not
be leaving?
Yes.
Run.
Just no. I need to get violently rammed one more time before we try to start going back up.
No, it doesn't matter about the rover. You have to leave it. You need to go back up quickly.
Just get the fuck up. Okay, so on the surface, they're like, "Hey, maybe we should call in Jonas Taylor," and everyone's like, "No, shouldn't call in Jonas Taylor. Like last time, he lost his mind."
He left 2 people behind.
Yeah. This is where we find out that Lori, who is the pilot of this Russell, is Jonas's ex-wife. It's interesting how you thought they were going to zig with the ex-wife, but then they zagged.
Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile on the ocean floor, everything is a mess. It's dark. They've lost their power. It's getting cold. But the wall is working on the wiring and stuff. And he's like, I can short out fire, jibber jabber. None of that makes sense.
I can do this and that, and that'll start this, and that'll make this happen, and all scientific stuff we don't know.
Yes, it's stuff that doesn't actually happen.
Yeah.
And then Toshi, in the meantime, has given himself over to death. He's like, okay, I'm just writing my wife a goodbye note because this is it for me. I'm dying down here.
Yes.
Shireen is not going to have it. She gets in her Johnny Quest vehicle and starts to descend.
Yes.
We're ignoring the fact, and there's actually kind of a little bit of a lamp shading of this when Jonas gets there. We're ignoring the fact you cannot move at these speeds when you're going to this depth because this is eyeballs explode and stuff. This is not,
which we see his nose start bleeding when he gets there.
It would do more than his nose.
I know it would, but still, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
They tried to give it some kind of a real touch.
This was the treatment of descending and ascending too fast and stuff like that. Yes, it's convenient, but it also makes him seem like more of a badass.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. So anyway, they go find Jonas. He's in Thailand or something.
Yes.
Just drinking beer,
having a ball.
He's having fun, but they talk him back into coming. Morris is like, I don't like him. He's got a bad attitude. And Heller's like, yeah. They're basically like, there's bad blood between him and Heller because Heller believes he went crazy when he saw this thing or whatever, So there's we got all this tension. This isn't tense enough. We have all this other tension in here. But he gets into this sub that they're going to send him down in.
Yes.
Mei Ying is 8-year-old girl, and she's in there doobing around this whole thing. Okay. She seems like a smart girl, and there's a couple things that he's like, what to do, and she's like, oh, do this, and this, and she's correct. I'm like, okay, that's cool. She's a smart 8-year-old. She is still an 8-year-old. I do not want to drive the thing into 30,000 feet of water that the 8-year-old has been using as a leapfrog. I don't want to.
You know, maybe her mom taught her.
It's still. If you got onto an airplane, okay, and the cockpit doors were open, and you saw the pilot had his son or her son in their lap, and he was pressing buttons. He's like, honey, this is the autopilot. This is the bloop, bloop, bloop. And the kid's like, hey, daddy, bye. See you later. And he gets off the plane, and the pilot just starts the plane and does not appear to put anything back where it was. Would you be like, oh, it's cool?
I mean, what is he going to move in a cockpit? They're all connected to the dashboard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's pressing buttons and stuff.
He's going to know what to do. He's the pilot.
Okay, well, what if you got onto the airplane, the cockpit door is open, the pilot was in the bathroom, and the 8-year-old was in the cockpit by himself, pushing buttons. Well, the pilot comes out of the bathroom, the 8-year-old's like, hey, daddy, gotta go, bye. And the pilot just gets in and starts the plane and starts going. Would you feel great about that?
Okay. Like, you're not going to let up, so no. But I'm sure pilots would look at stuff like that.
Okay, but...
I would not feel comfortable, no.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Aye.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. So this is where we get Jonas. Just Jonas has to Jonas has to. We have to emanate his testosterone all over the movie.
Yes.
So he's like, I'm going down here 80 miles an hour. I'm going to hold my nose and pop my ears. And then Heller gets on there. He's like, this motherfucker has lost his mind. You got to tell him he's lost his mind. And next thing you know, Jonas is like, tell Heller I'm going to slow down. You know,
it's an open mic.
It reminded me of like the way he's swinging around and stuff like this. I'm like, oh, he's like in the Millennium Falcon here. They're getting ready to go to hyperspace.
Yeah.
But he gets down. Okay, so Shrink gets down there. She hits first, right? And she finds the other sub. What is it? The whatever it's called, the Mono one. Yes. And she gets down there, and she's like, I'm ready to tow. She radios back up. Hey, I'm ready to tow. Jonas hasn't gotten down there yet. I'm ready to tow. And I'm like, there's something.
How are you going to tow that?
Something in your little Johnny Quest car. But whatever else is coming, this huge thing disagrees. Okay?
Yes.
But this is not the Meg. This is a giant squid.
It latches onto her little window that she can see out of, and there's all these suckers, and she can see this giant squid for like however far the squid goes out, because it is huge.
Yeah.
And it's just got all of its suckers on her just sucking at it.
And so she's completely surrounded by these testicles.
Tentacles.
She's completely surrounded by these tentacles. And completely surrounded by these tentacles, and something bigger comes along,
Chops it in half.
I like the sound effects when like the tentacles just kind of fall away. Like,
yeah, they're
plop, plop, plop.
Yeah, there are little pops going off. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you're a giant prehistoric shark. You're just chilling. You've been chilling. He's probably thousands of years old.
Probably.
And he's just been chilling down there for years.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, these bright, loud motherfuckers show up. I'm like, this is, you know what? This is like when you're sitting in the neighborhood you've lived in forever, like shitty neighbors move in.
Yeah.
And they drive really fast up and down the street, even though there's a bunch of kids there.
Yeah, and they always keep a bunch of crap in the back of their trucks. And I mean, they make the whole cul-de-sac look trashy.
And they play inappropriate music too loud while the kids, like toddlers, are trying to play basketball.
And they make you think they're going to hit your mailbox every single day when they have to back into their driveway.
Because they don't know how to back in a car.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is that these people are the trash neighbors of Challenger Deep.
Yes.
The Meg is just trying to live his life. So anyway, so Jonas comes along and he sees that, okay, this Yeah, she's about to get...
Octopussy is there.
Octopussy is there. The Meg is there. So he starts dropping all... are these depth charges, I guess?
I think so.
He literally empties his entire stash of depth charges. But they're bright, and they, go boom, so they attract everything's attention.
Yeah, the Meg starts going for all them.
Yeah.
So he can get the other girl to go back up.
Yeah. And he gets her, sends her on her way. He sends her back up. He manages to dock with the other sub. Gets his ex up. Okay, yeah, I understand that being at 30,000 feet under the ocean and the hatch opens and there's your ex, like, that's kind of like, oh, hey, what's going on? But, like, can we move a little more quickly here? And I can't help but think, because Lori gets through, the wall gets through. Toshi realizes, like, I'm not going to make it, so he stuffs his letter to his wife in the wall's pants, and he sure enough doesn't make it. I'm like,
pocket.
He doesn't make it because everybody's diddling and daddling. Nobody's taking this seriously.
Well, and he didn't jump up to try to get in either.
Well,
I think he realized that somebody needed to be down there to...
No, they were out of time. The thing was almost on them.
Wow.
Because as soon as they close the hatch and disengage, the maid comes and eats the whole submarine, Toshi included.
Submarine meal, Toshi a snack.
Toshi is a snack. I do love it that when they get back up there, Heller's got some apologizing to do.
Yeah, he does, and he's like, "You left somebody behind." Sometimes you have to leave people to get to. Sometimes you have to leave people behind so you can save others.
Yes.
I don't like it. I don't think it's great, but he saved 3 lives and he only lost 1.
Yes. And in the meantime, at first when they got back, Shuin was very upset with him because of Toshi.
Yes.
And then she comes in later. He's gotten out of the shower.
He is standing there in his
He just got a
towel around
his waist, and she is very flustered at his nakedness.
She's like, "You're naked.
You're naked." He's like, "Well, I didn't think you were just going to stop by." Okay, so they're moving on. So they're smart. They're like, okay, look, we were not expecting all this shit, so we gotta. Yeah, it's cool, but we gotta kind of proceed with caution. And Morris, of course, is like, no, fuck that. I'm going to be making some money, y'all. We're going to have to, speed it up. Jonas is the voice of reason. He's like, there's this giant barrier of cold water down there for a reason. I'm like, is it for a reason? I mean, okay, for a reason in the sense that it didn't just appear. It happened. There's a series of scientific variables that led to the thermocline being there. So yes, but it's not like the Meg got stuck down there and God came along and said, I've got to put this thermocline there so it doesn't get up. Like, that's what he makes it sound like. Somebody came before us.
Yeah, they came and they put the thermocline down and we're good. No, honey. Nature.
No, that's just the way it went.
Nature. And Mother Nature can turn on you at any point.
I think this was a big moment in the trailer, and it's really good. With little Mei Ying is I don't know what she's doing.
I think she's just walking around. She's got a little pad with this little ball that just...
I mean, this is a stupid ball. You gotta pick it up and move it. What good does it do? But anyway. So yeah, she's just kind of playing, and she's got her back to this big window, and you see the Meg kind of come out of the darkness.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
This thing could use her. I mean, it wouldn't even use her for a toothpick. Like, it's just ridiculous, the size difference here.
I don't even know if the Meg would realize that there was something going down his throat if she went down his throat.
It's not even like he focused in on her. It was just like, here's this giant bright thing in the water.
I mean, he was just going for the light.
Yeah.
Go for the light.
Head
towards the light.
The Meg starts pounding out the glass, and there's these dents on the glass. Okay, so they end up finding her. Well, what happens is she turns around, and there's this little, not the Meg at the glass. It's like this little whale.
Yes, because there was a mommy whale and a baby whale out there.
Right, and they found her by now, and they're like, hey, where's the mama whale? It's a little lost baby whale. And then here comes the Meg and just eats it.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, this poor kid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
traumatized.
Yeah, I had tears. I was just like,
Tears?
he just ate the baby whale. Like, come on.
I mean, nature's a
beast.
Nature is a beast. Why do you think they call them animals?
Yeah, but you know, the truth is, the fact that okay, so it ate the whole whale in the movie, but the fact is that they cannot do that in real life.
They can't.
They probably could.
They probably a megalodon.
I'm sure they could.
Yeah.
But megalodons tend to tear chunks out of their
Prey.
prey.
Legit megalodons from the prehistoric times?
Yes,
Okay.
they tended to tear chunks from their prey to kill them instead of swallowing them whole.
Okay. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Okay, so what they have found out, I was like, yeah, this was uncalled for with this whale, but anyway, what they figure out is that when they came up, when they ascended from the bottom, they basically punched a hole in the thermocline, and the Meg came out behind them.
Yes,
And-
because it was just enough time for the Meg to get out through it.
Yeah, and they're like, well, this is this guy DJ. He's like basically like, okay, so now we're just gonna have, all these prehistoric sharks coming through all over the place. I'm like, no, because it's back to normal now.
Yeah. But the Meg is on top of us.
But-
But all the other prehistoric sharks are still underneath.
Yes.
We're good.
Like that.
Just one.
No, there's not just one though. We find out later. Those things, for such big things, they move pretty fast.
They're stealthy. You don't see them until they're right up on you.
Well, yeah. Well, I think the part of the problem they have a couple of shots where they're like looking down on the ocean, and then part of the problem with it is it's so big that if you're just a person and you look down, it doesn't look like anything. It's just ocean floor.
Yeah, it just looks like the floor.
because you can't see the edges of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going Meg hunting, right? They're
hunting.
on this boat that does not seem big enough for the task. Like the boat should be at least as big as the fish you're hunting. Right?
Exactly.
They come upon some Schadenfreude here where they have this the wreckage of a shark poacher boat.
Yes.
There's like all these little dead sharks, finless sharks, and there's an arm, which is great. And okay, so they're like, well, what we can do, I don't understand how this boat full of scientists, like Morris is the first one to be like, why don't we put a tracking device on it? I've
Yeah.
seen Jaws, let's do that.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, who's going to get out there? Because if we shoot it from here, it's just going to attract attention towards the boat.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but the person swimming out there has to get back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, of course Jonas gets
Of
drafted
course.
for this. He manages to get it on there, and then they have a line tied him, like this line on this winch is tied to him.
Yes.
His gear.
Yes.
And so the idea is that he'll shoot him. He'll get the tracking device on the Meg with his harpoon, but from a distance.
Yeah, but they want it on the fin. That's the best place to put it.
Right. And so they're going to pull him back with this winch because that's not him flailing around in the water causing vibrations. But apparently the vibrations from the winch, that's enough. And the Meg's like, hey, what's going on? Okay.
Bitches, what you doing?
So Sweden's like, stop. No vibrations. I'm like, he's already knows what's going on. He knows where all the noise is coming from. He's already headed towards you. Get this motherfucker back on. Well, they realize you. So it's great because the boat is going, and then they're pulling up the winch really fast.
Yes.
And poor Jonas is back there. I'm like, this man is getting all the water up his nose. This is terrible.
At one point, it looks like he's standing up.
Yeah. And they get him back on, and the Meg misses him, bites down, misses him by half an inch, Now they want, they're like, all right, that was one way to do things. So we'll follow him, and then what we're going to do, we're going to have this strychnine, I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it strychnine?
I think it was strychnine.
Or am I thinking of Jaws?
I think it was strychnine.
So yeah, I think either way. So they're going to poison it, kill it, but basically shoot these darts into it too.
Yeah.
But what they're going to do here, several things. So it's this polycarbonate. It's not a real shark cage type thing. It's a polycarbonate, like glass. Everything is fucking glass.
Yes.
And Jax, who is like the actual smartest person there that seems to know everything. Jax is explaining how many pounds of pressure it would take to crush this thing. I'm like,
Yeah, he starts going through that. And I'm just like, ow.
My thing is, like, as somebody who was raised by an engineer, and I would always hear things, I'd see things, and my like survival instinct would be like, that doesn't look super safe.
Yeah.
And he would say things like, no, the physics will work out. Like, trust me, this is the physics of it, and you can't argue with physics. I was like,
And I heard a lot of the whole like the weight thing.
the center of gravity.
The center of gravity. Yeah, he said the things about the center of gravity a lot too.
I'm like, yeah, but this is all theoretical, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, all the pounds of pressure it would take to crush this thing, and I'm just thinking,
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's scary, but this thing being close to me where it could eat me is scarier.
And well, what happens is she gets in there. Schwinn gets in there, and she's also got a harpoon, but it's got like a laser
attachment.
Attachment for aiming, and so she's trying to aim, and she ends up getting it. She ends up getting the laser in its eye, so now it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So it goes after the cage. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna break the cage open. I'm just gonna swallow the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Yummy.
So he's got the whole thing in his mouth.
Yes, he does.
And here comes Jonas. Okay, I'm coming. And I'm like, he's going down. The Meg's going down really fast. So she's going to get the bends. Then Jonas is following. Like, he's going to get the bends. They're both going to be sick as shit when they get back up. But no, of course, none of that happened. Everybody was fine. Just quick dip in the pool, Jax falls overboard. I want to talk about, she falls overboard because nobody in this movie knows how to stand clear. You don't have any business being on a boat if you don't know how to stand clear. I.e., same thing a Hooper did in Jaws, like, don't stand where a rope is going to snatch your feet up.
Exactly.
Or a crane's going to knock you over. Or what? I mean, so this is happening all over the place in this movie. First times it happens to Jax, she goes over. They manage to get her back up like another 2 inches from getting bitten, and then everybody just kind of pauses on the ladder. The shark literally just bit 2 inches from that spot. Why are y'all just standing there?
Yeah,
get up onto the boat and move. Anyway, I don't know why that annoyed me so much. I think it's because they did the same thing like 3 or 4 times. Which was hilarious.
Every time you're like, get him up, move him. Why are you so close to the edge? Yeah.
I don't get it. We're in the cast, so we know that Jonas is going to save her, but he doesn't quite yet. She's still in the cage. Her mask cracks. Her scuba mask cracks, so she's losing air.
Sorry, I misunderstood you at first. Yes, her mask.
Her scuba mask cracks, so she's losing air, and she kind of just sinks to the bottom of the cage. Alas, this is it for me. Bye.
Have a good day.
Joe's like, not on my watch, lady. I had plans for you. We're getting you up out of here. While they're doing that, the wall falls in. Again, but does not know how to stand clear.
No.
So Jonas is down there. He gets her, right?
Yes.
He manages to get her out. He swims underneath. He manages to free her from the cage, and he's bringing her back up, bringing her towards the boat. And the drugs that she managed to get into hit the Meg. It's enough to like sink it just before it's getting ready to eat Jonas.
Yes.
So another close call.
Yes.
So in the meantime, they get the thing, right? They catch the thing, they bring it up onto the boat. I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, guys, look, we're going to have a talk here. Okay. I love, though, and we're going to see it, we're going to see it again in Sharknado, but I love how, so I think people talk about, like, when you watch a slasher movie or something, there's certain things that you know are always going to happen, unless it's an exceptional movie, right? And I feel like ever since Jaws, you don't have nearly as many shark movies as you do slashers or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's amazing for as relatively few shark movies as there are, they all do, like Jaws set the template. Now they all do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but they just do it a little different ways. It's not quite as predictable, but so they get this shark up there. I'm like, everybody, you're supposed to be smart people. Open your eyes. Does that even vaguely look like the thing you all have been chasing?
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it's a megalodon, but it's not nearly big enough. It's fitting on your boat for one, and this is what, a 50-foot boat?
And let me tell you, let me use the famous line from Jaws. I think you're going to need a bigger boat.
You will, yes. You are going to need a bigger boat.
Yes.
Yeah, like the fact that it was like this, and it's hanging there. It's not even like it's overwhelming the boat either. It's just hanging there like a big tuna. It's not.
Yeah, I'm like, that is not what you've been chasing.
I would not. That's a mini-lodon. That's not a megalodon. Meg doesn't look big enough. Rainn Wilson is like, ugh.
Yeah. Like, really? Y'all suck.
I'm sorry, Morris. So, just as this kind of like occurring to everybody, like, hey, yeah, it does look a skinny side. Here comes the actual megalodon, the actual meg.
It would like your fish for dinner. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, did it want to? Okay, it did eat the other one just because. I mean, what else does it have?
It was there.
So, but I thought it was like its baby, and it's like, I'm not going to let the people keep my baby. No.
I like how you tried to make that all sentimental. No. I mean, what? I mean, okay. Let's say the Meg was female. Let's just say that. Who are you expecting to get her pregnant down there? The octopus? An octi-meg?
Well, there's maybe another Meg down there. We just know these two got through. That doesn't mean there's not another one down there. I don't know. Are they like people? Like, she's like, no, I'm 500 years old. I really shouldn't have a baby. It'll be too hard on my body.
I was just thinking that was the only Meg.
Well, there's at least two down there.
Well, I don't think that was the baby.
Okay, well, I thought.
I'm sorry
I
to
thought
shred
it was,
your sentimentalness.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, she's getting her baby so the people don't use it for soup.
I understand that many animals eat their children.
They do.
But, yeah, I just don't think so. Yeah. I didn't think it was.
Okay.
I didn't get that.
All right, I was trying to humanize it a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, let's keep it fishy.
So, okay, Meg comes and gets this other Meg, destroys the boat. Everybody overboard. The wall is the appetizer there, a little sprinkle on top of the other Meg. And Jax and Heller are out there. We actually need Heller because we're having a medical crisis on board with Zhang. But Heller and Jax are out there, and Heller ends up distracting the Meg so that Jax can be saved. Oh, it's very sweet.
It is.
Okay, so they managed to get to these lifeboats. DJ comes out of his shell in the last half of the movie because he's like, that thing is the devil. Like,
really? You think?
I agree. That thing is the devil. He says something to Jax because he was like, he said something to Jax because she was like, would it be okay if they let them get Morris or whatever? I forget what she said, but it was something like that. And then DJ's like, you got to work on yourself. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so they get off on the lifeboats. Zheng dies. They get back to the lab. And, okay, Morris has gone off. He's gone off the farm. Like, he's like, I got business to tend to. All my money is, I don't know about all my money, but enough of my money that I still care about like $20 million here and $10 million there.
Yeah.
All right. So he's on this speedboat, and he calls in this helicopter. Apparently, it starts just dropping bombs on this, what they believe is the Meg, and he's like, are you sure it's dead? They're like, it's dead, dude. Like, it's in pieces, right? And he's like, okay. So he gets in there. Gets in his little boat, goes over. He's like, I'm going to get over there, and I'm going to get some teeth and whatever, some souvenirs, because fuck this thing. And they get there, and they're like, oh no, it's a whale.
Yep.
It's a whale. And the Meg is there, and now Morris has fallen off the boat, and he's holding on to the whale carcass, and I'm like, don't be on the whale carcass. The Meg wants to eat the whale carcass.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the Meg takes a big old bite, and Morris is gone, but not his hand. His hand is still there.
Yeah.
Hanging on.
Hanging on for dear life.
So they still got the tracker on them for now. The tracker ends up falling off later. It kind of won't matter. They pretend like they make a point of showing us the tracker falling off, but it's like it doesn't matter. Yeah. And so they're going to Sanyo Bay. Apparently, it's an incredibly crowded beach.
Yes.
Like incredibly.
Yes.
Like everybody in China is in
this beach. Is crazy. It was crazy.
Yes. Like I mean, it would make me insane. I'd be like, there's a wedding boat there. And a little dog, little Yorkie, named Pippin, who jumps off. I don't know what possessed this fucking dog, because neither of our dogs would ever do this. This dog's like, I'm going for a swim. Just jumps off this fucking boat and goes swimming. And this thing is swimming like the devil, man. And
it's got the doggy paddle down.
Yes, it does. And it's the bride is like, Pippin, come back. But so we get this Pippin. We get this wedding boat. We get this Yorkie swimming around. We get this kid. This is the Meg version of Alex Kittner and his mother. This kid with his popsicle. He's like, I want to go back out. And she's like, We have these like sun tanning. The rafts you lay on to sun. They're anchored in. They're colliding with each other, and there's these giant balls everybody's running around in. I'm like, oh, get the guys with the giant balls. I hate those assholes. Every time I go to the beach and I see them, I'm like, get them, kill them. And the Meg's just coming by. I mean, he's just snacking, like just jump. I mean, it's like me with a bag of chips.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, and nobody's really noticing at first.
Nobody's noticing at first. Yeah, it's wild. They got somebody on a paddleboard. That was a great scene because the woman on the paddleboard, it's like the Meg is right under her. She's just like dooba.
Yeah, she just paddles right by it as it goes under her. That was a great scene.
I mean, like I said, like you look down, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, because it was so big.
Yeah. Okay, they're firing missiles at. They're bringing in. There's helicopters and boats, and they're bringing in. I don't know. There's like a news crew, and there's a firing missiles at the Meg, and they're taking chunks out of them, and there's a mid-air collision, and now like another boat is toast. Like just everything's blowing up. And okay, Jonas has got another submersible. Where are they getting these things?
I don't know.
They're just like candy.
They're everywhere.
Meg finds them, and okay, so now they're starting to break the window on this thing, right? Or the Meg is starting to break the window on this thing. I'm like, yeah, there's too much glass in these things.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's the bite force of a megalodon. I don't know if they've ever been able. I'm sure they've been able to figure that out based on the jaw size and all that. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if anything would make me comfortable to be within reach of this thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in reach of it. I mean,
and okay, so Jonas ends up, and it was so funny because you see the Meg's eye there, and it looks angry. I'm like, those are not doll's eyes.
No,
that is the demon eye. That is yes, and Jonas, spears it out.
Yeah. I can tell you Megalodon's teeth are 7 inches long.
7 inches?
Be up to 7 inches long.
That's longer than the average male penis.
Well, I mean, that's the thing you're going to compare it to. But yeah, they grow up to... They have... Their bites have to be very powerful.
They're very powerful. Their jaws are huge. So, okay, so they're airborne, right? They're up in the air. He gets his eye out. They both fall back into the water, and Jonas is falling back with it. And I was like, I don't know if you've ever read accounts of the Titanic sinking. And one of the things that happened when the Titanic sank, so it comes apart, it's like breaking apart. It's breaking in half because of the way the water is filling the different chambers and stuff.
Yeah.
And at some point, it just kind of breaks in half, and then everything fills up and sinks, right? And like you're talking about, like if people were too close to it, like most of the people had managed, to the extent that anybody was able to get on lifeboats and escape, most people were far enough away, but there was a danger if you were too close when it went under, that force of all that water and everything, it would
take you with it.
It would take you with it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, you might be able to get up, but it would still be a fight,
Yes.
That's what I was thinking with this. I'm like, the turbulence or whatever, the suction created by this fucking 1,000-foot shark falling into the water. Like, he's not going to live. No, he's not going to live. He's going to drown.
Well, probably in real life, but this is a movie and you like him, so he's not.
He's not. No, because he's Jason Statham. He's going to live. So yes, he's fine. And every shark in the Pacific has a feeding frenzy on the Meg. They're like, fuck yeah. I mean, like, that's dinner for years.
That's dinner for many, many people for many, many years. Yeah.
So he's safe. He's with Schween, and they're going back on her little Johnny Quest ship, and he's holding on to the propeller. I'm like, do not get near that propeller. What is wrong with you? Yeah. Why is everybody taking unnecessary risks? But best ending of a movie ever. Pippin lived. Goes back to his mama. That's the end of the movie. Is little Pippin going back. I was like, what was he doing this whole time? Where did he go? What was he going on?
He was probably swimming around, but with a dog that size, there probably isn't any vibration from its little doggy kicks.
That's true.
I mean, that dog was just like, yeah. Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh, this kind of tastes like iron. Let me move around.
I don't know, man. I just thought the whole Pippin thing was funny.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
Why is this dog?
It was very funny.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the Meg. I love it. It's such a fun movie.
It's ridiculous. It's a great movie.
It's a ridiculous, insane movie. It doesn't make any sense, but I love it dearly.
I did too. I remember watching it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I remember all the previews for it with the Meg going straight at the little girl.
Yeah.
And you didn't realize there was glass there yet. So, but yeah, I like the movie. There's very many unbelievable facts in there, but there are some that kind of, you maybe. But yeah, I thought it was very good.
I mean, we're talking about like fake movie science that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
This is pretty tame compared to what we're going to see when we talk about Sharknado. I mean, understanding that was the point of Sharknado, but just the fact that they were able to come up with some of that stuff as like alternate reality was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, Sharknado is the most ridiculous movie, one of the most ridiculous movies ever.
Okay, so Megalodon, or the Meg. Love it.
Yes.
Obviously, okay, in the grand scheme of cinema, yeah, no, it's not as good as Jaws. Okay, so when I say I am going to give the Meg 5 Pippins out of 5, I don't mean it's as good as Jaws. I mean for what it is, which is a cheesy action movie. It's fan-fucking-tastic, and I love it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah. So, you give it 5 Pippins or what?
I think I'd give it like 4.5.
All right. Anyway, so that is it. Unless you have something else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
So that's it for the Meg.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch it for sure. We'll be moving on to Sharknado next week. We're going to have some fun with that one.
Yes. Yeah.
In the meantime, you can check out our other podcast, Deconstructing the Dark Pasture, which is the podcast about all things Dexter, and The Final Assessment, which is our podcast about the show Evil. You can also follow us on our socials. Drop us a line. Hey, am I mistaken about any of my challenges to the scientific accuracy of this movie? Could be.
Let us know.
And until next week when we talk about Sharknado. That's Sharknado's hillbilly cousin. So until next week when we talk about Sharknado. Later.